Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's almost 2026 and I really want you guys to have the best year yet. And if you want your 2026, your new year, to be the best one yet, you need to change the way you're showing up for yourself every single day in this year, and we're gonna get into it now. So in this video, I'm not gonna be telling you guys how to do a vision board for the year or how to, journal. I think this video is more about using manifestation as a tool to align your mindset to your actions and to your everyday life, and more about having discipline to bring success into your life and to bring yourself to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself. The number one way, I think, just to start a clean slate before you enter the year, and this is just really starting from the basics of getting yourself in a place of setting yourself up for success from the very basic things. And usually in this channel, I know I talk a lot about exams and, day-to-day with work, but if you're striving for yourself and you have goals for yourself, there's so many different ways that you can achieve them. And I think that manifestation is real. It works. I've manifested some specific things into my life, from, really big things like an apartment to smaller things like getting dinner from a place that I wanted to get dinner from that night. It works, but it's not magic. And again, it goes back to those things: your mindset, your actions, and your environment, and having them all be in alignment with what you want and the life and the vision that you have for yourself. So first, let's start off with gratitude. Gratitude really changes your frequency, and it changes not only the way that I think you see the world, but the way that the universe sees you. If you look back, like what I did for myself, I look back at my 2025. It wasn't the best year of my life. It wasn't the worst year of my life. But I looked back and I made a note, in my iPhone about things that were good that happened, or things that I was grateful for. And it could be something super small. It could be something super big. Like even the simplest things of I, visited this country, or I got to see a family member who I didn't see in a long time. And it's really just being grateful sometimes for the littlest of things. It just starts shifting your perception, your energy, your vibration, your alignment. And I know that, sometimes these things sound woo-woo, and they can be. I'm not saying that you're going to start to be grateful and boom, you're going to win the lottery tomorrow. Things don't happen overnight, but I do think that being grateful just kind of sets that motion in action of you noticing good things around you. And when you start to notice good things around you, you kind of start to attract them as well into your life. If you're not noticing the good, you're not going to multiply it. And sort of like I talk a lot about investments and finance in my videos, and I think that gratitude is something that compounds over life. It helps you compound the good in your life. And I think no matter what kind of year you've had, you can always be grateful for even the littlest things. So take out your notepad or open up your notes app on your iPhone and literally just jot down things that you were grateful for this year and see how it changes your energy. And from there, I think you can start to set up what you want more of in 2026 and things that, you'd like to see more positive things about. And I think it's sort of like, and a lot of people talk about this, Mel Robbins and Joe Dispenza, and a lot of people who talk about manifestation and these things. It's called the RAS center in your brain, the reticular activation system, I believe. And I think Mel Robbins even says, if you give yourself an assignment to notice heart-shaped objects, you're going to start seeing them everywhere. Or if you tell yourself, I want to spot a red car, you're going to start to notice a red car. And this whole shift in attention of noticing what's good, it really changes your energy, the way you show up every day, and just your positivity and your outlook on life. And I think it kind of sets the ball in motion and gets things rolling for better things to enter into your life. And it honestly just brought a smile to my face doing that exercise of writing out the good things that happened in the year. And I think it's a great way to close off the year and start off the new one on a positive note. So I think my next tip is starting small. Momentum is better than having these huge lofty goals that are really unattainable. I think something that's why people don't meet their resolutions, or they're saying this is going to be my best year. You start with these huge expectations, and it's hard to go from 0 to 100 overnight or even in 1 year. And Mary Ruth Guillaume, who is the owner of Mary Ruth's Organic, she says people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And I think that's such an amazing quote, because you can do a lot in 1 year, and you definitely can. But if you compound what you do over 10 years or 5 years, 3 years, whatever it is, it's a lot. So I'd say my biggest tip is to start off with small goals that you can actually attain. Why am I stressing this? Because again, momentum is the thing that's going to get you to change. And these small little wins that you have are gonna build momentum, and momentum builds belief in yourself. And once you believe that, hey, I can go to the gym, I can wake up earlier, I can meal prep, I can, do XYZ, I can keep the promises to myself, that's what really changes your self-belief and your self-concept and gets you striving for the goals that you have set out for yourself. My next tip for manifestation, I think this is a big one energetically, is not demanding things from the universe. If you want something, sort of make a soft request to the universe that this is what you want. Don't feel like this is something I need. If I'm not going to get XYZ, like I won't be able to reach my goals and I'm not going to be happy. When you feel like you need something so badly, you're operating from a place of lack. And when you operate from a place of lack, it's an energy of desperation, despair, neediness. And usually you're not in your best self. You're not in your best vibration. You're not operating from your best being. And for myself, the same thing. There were so many things that I wanted to get in my life so badly, and I didn't get them. I don't have, or I don't maintain this, or I don't attain this goal. My life is going to be over. And a lot of times I didn't get those things, and newsflash, my life wasn't over, and I think it was a good lesson in disguise. Obviously, it's heartbreaking in the moment, but I definitely think that, there's this quote that says, needing nothing attracts everything. And I 100% believe that. When you let go of the outcome and you focus more on the effort that you can bring to your goals, things flow better, you feel easier, you don't have this like clenching in your chest and your body. And again, needing nothing attracts everything to you. So the next part is kind of the hard part, and it's actually putting in the work. Manifestation is not magic by any means. It's not just daydreaming and having things fall into your lap. You still have to put in the work. You still have to put in the effort. A lot of it still comes from you. Sure, if your goal is like to wake up earlier, right? You still have to set the alarm clock. You still have to wake up early, break your sleep. You still have to do the work to get your goals. It still has to be done. You still have to practice, you still have to show up, you still have to improve. The mindset that you build with manifestation opens doors for you, but you still have to walk through those doors. And that's really the hard part about all of this. You still have to do the work. So a better 2026 won't just come to you just by wishing for it. It comes from alignment of your environment, your mindset, and your actions. Things that I talked about: gratitude, calmness, consistency, taking action, and really grounding yourself. I think those are the things that are going to help you really be serious about achieving your goals and helping you have the best year possible. If this video helped, like the video, subscribe, and if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know what your goals are for 2026, some things that you guys want to manifest into reality, and I hope these will help you create a better year for yourself. And if you are celebrating the new year, I wish you a happy and pleasant and safe new year, and all the best.